That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him.
When I say you want a laser, start right here, I don't mean just run out and buy this laser. No. I mean this video is made so you can understand what a laser can do and what you're getting into, because a year ago, I didn't know. I'm just learning that. If you see a company say plug and play, 5 minutes away from your first burn, run, Forrest, run. Run hard, run fast, because this is a laser, not a speed square. It can hurt you. And this is a manual. Read it. Understand it. I'm not trying to scare you away, quite the opposite. Lasers are amazing. The things they can do, the customization they bring, the details they add, they can bring a build to life. But I want you to know what you're getting into. No surprises. LaserPecker reached out to me a while back and I replied, "Hey, I'm pretty tied up at the moment, but please tell me more about your machine." I already had a laser and I wasn't looking for another one. But I always keep my options open. You never know. And like a mic drop, they sent me their media kit. And I was like, yes, please. I need to try that laser. It was that simple. 40 watt, 1000 millimeters a second versus 600. Dual positioning system, point to shape positioning. It's where it picks up the shapes of the pieces and engraves no matter the angle of the material. No more off-center burns reducing your waste and lost product. Hello. Large item pass-through, rotary attachment in this. I can switch the 40 watt diode out and put a 2 watt infrared laser in. I can engrave metal for the very first time. Not just burn paint to it, but actually engrave it. I'm sorry, I'm a wee bit excited here. In short, with my daughter starting the craft fair circuit and me beginning to sell things locally, I wanted a machine that was built for ease, simplicity, batching, workflow, and efficiency. And one that would truly allow me to get my build on. If you're new to lasers or just considering them, you need to vent them. It's a laser. They burn, they create smoke. Vent them. I'm not talking crack the window in, hey, I might get a little loopy type thing. No. I'm talking take it seriously. Vent them outside and correctly. LaserPecker makes an inside filtration unit you can buy, but I'm going through my wall. Straighter the better. When all is said and done, I'll foam spray around the hole and aluminum tape it. You just don't want to breathe this stuff. Now, if you buy a cheaper machine or use a longer run to the outside, be careful. You might need to buy an inline exhaust to help draw the fumes out. A lot of the machines are underpowered that way. Just things to consider when purchasing or upgrading. Don't be caught off guard like I was a year ago with my very first laser. All right, so we have some things to plug in before we get it going. We have the power, security key. You get 2 of them. It can't run without them. Air assist to limit burning and charring. And the USB so we can connect our computer and bring our projects to life. We'll add the slats next. They're designed to increase airflow when cutting through, reducing burn marks. It comes with 4. If you do a lot of cutting, consider buying more, or a lot of small cuts. Consider the honeycomb. And last, the fire extinguishing kit. This is new for me. It'll go off and spray a suppressant if it gets too hot in there, or an open flame, saving your equipment and possibly even your house. Software. Depending on the machine you get, you might need to purchase software, and it can get expensive, and it has yearly renewal rates. My first laser I had to buy the Pro Light Burn for. But with LaserPecker, there's no need for expensive purchases. They have their own app and their own software for download, and it works. Now, if you already have Lightburn and you're familiar with it, you can use that as well. No need to switch. All right, I don't even have the camera set up yet, but let's do this. I set it up on the fly, 20% power, 200 speed, and let her rip. And she does just that, cutting into my scrap piece of cedar. The details are amazing. But the real test is going to be burning it on the same ply as my valet box was made from. I run several test burns, each at a different speed and a different percentage of power. And it's clear, the details are crisp and sharp. Just a matter of how deep do I want it to burn. I throw a few more coaster patterns on and kick around as I try to dial the laser in further. You see, each laser is its own machine. And what I love about this machine already is I have the power and speed of a 40-watt diode, but I can switch it out to a 2-watt infrared. Yeah, not going to get to that in this video, but I will engrave metal. I got some things I really want to do with hinges. And I can tell you right now, I also want the smaller 20-watt diode for this machine, so I can get even more detail, sharper lines on these small little things I insist on building. One last test. I want to cut something out all the way through. I had a build a while back. I called it Western Boho. I want to see how fast and how sharp this can cut. I upload my SVG line file to the LaserPecker software, plug the laser in, and connect the machine. Click the little camera button up top. It photos the background to help me align everything. Click the little distance check. It drops a pin down from the diode to measure the distance so it can set the height accordingly for the correct burn. Hit the preview. Adjust it as needed, making sure that red rectangle is right where I want it to be. Then process one more time with the process and hit the green button and watch it go. It's fast and beautiful. Absolutely perfect. All right, playtime's over. I move on to my very first laser build. Up until now, everything I built has been enhanced by a laser burn. Etching lines, curves, a 360-degree fantasy scene. All right, that one may have been a little more laser than most of mine, but generally it's just adding on some little details to a build. This is the first project I have designed around what this laser can do. And like an idiot, I didn't just download a pattern off the internet. I created my own. I'm going to try and create a shadow box, a small, heavily detailed 5-layer box, all of 3.5 inches wide and 5 inches high. A desk sitter with a fantasy scene, hopefully drawing you into it. I have 5 distinct layers. I set the LaserPecker to engrave first, then cut each layer out. I know right away I've tried to do too much detail in such a small piece. It's my fault. I should have spent much more time on the artwork, getting the blacks and the whites right. But it's a test, just to see what we can do. Each layer I set progressively darker, trying to create that 3D effect I crave, drawing you in. And the last layer, I go too dark, and I burn the edges. I told you from the beginning, it's not a speed square. You need to practice. You need to read, you need to learn. Sure, if all you want to do is burn something like this, you can almost set it and forget it. But don't ever leave it running unintended. It's almost foolproof for an easy burn. But for dithering and more detailed, yes, you're going to have to practice and learn. Just like any other woodworking. And here we are. I glued it all together, one layer at a time, glued it to some 3/4 stock, and a couple coats of poly were added on. Perfect? No, but for the first build, designed by me, not downloaded, yeah, I like it. This can burn wood, leather, plastic, slate, glass, and with a 2-watt IR, we're going to be engraving metal soon enough. Today, I only touched the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. Each laser is unique. Before you buy one, know what you're getting into. CO2, fast and furious, diode, sharp and detailed, infrared, metal. It's not so black and white as that. When I'm asked, hey Todd, what laser should I get? I say, what do you want to do with it? This LaserPecker gives me my options. with just one machine instead of 3 or 4. As always, thank you for watching and choosing to spend 15 minutes building with me. I want to thank LaserPecker one more time for sponsoring today's video. I truly cannot wait to see what we can do with it going forward. Thank you. Until the next time.